Before we start on instant gaming, you can get the ultimate 1-month game pass for a whopping 35% off right now, and to add to that, they have up to 70% off on the greatest games right now, link in the description below, but more on that later. Now, Starfield and its jail/prison system. How does it all work, and how do you get arrested? And everything we know about bounty hunting. To add to that, we are 6 Mondays away from playing Starfield, and let that sink in. It is very exciting. Lastly, how big is the new Atlantis? Well, we have some more information and we have tons to get through. If you could leave a like, it helps a ton, but turn that into a dislike if you get to the end and did not enjoy the video. So Todd Howard never tells us what happens when system authorities find us with contraband or catches us doing something illegal. Now that leads to the bigger question on how the jail/prison system will actually work. Now someone mentioned the following: I have played Elder Scrolls and Fallout, and I really hope that there is some kind of arrest mechanic, given that we can see in the direct that we can become wanted in different systems. Would also be cool if instead of having a jail for each major city, if there was a prison colony in space or an entire planet dedicated to those who have been bad people. But any prison system will be nice, I suppose. Would love to break out and roleplay as a wanted man. Now another person added, the direct showed what looked to be the player character in a prison in one of the clips, and also Skyrim had a similar system, so it really wouldn't surprise me if this was a feature in the game. Now what about bounty hunting? Well, though we do not have a huge amount of details for bounty hunting, it was basically confirmed, because at 8:52 in the direct, bounty hunting was name dropped. Now they were discussing ships and said, and I quote, maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Now before we continue, I want to share today's sponsor, Instant Gaming, because believe me, it is going to save you a ton of money. Today's video is sponsored by Instant Gaming, the site that gives you the best and hottest games out right now for up to 70% off on any platform instant, no pun intended. For example, you can get Hogwarts Legacy right now for 27% off, not to mention the deluxe edition for 25% off. But it's not just games that are out, you can also save yourself a bunch of money on pre-orders too. The best part of it all is it's just a simple click to order, head out to the checkout, and in a matter of minutes the code for the game on whatever platform you chose would have landed in your mailbox ready for you to download, and they even have support available 24/7. One thing that I have to say I love the most, however, is the variety. From PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and even Nintendo, the catalogue of games they have is truly extensive. Now you can get PSN cards as well at, you guessed it, a discount. So check out Instant Gaming and use my code to save yourself even more right now. The link is in the description below. Now that post continues to say the following: now we shouldn't take everything that he says as 100% confirmation. He probably wasn't expecting an analysis of his words, but this definitely confirms bounty hunting. But we can infer more from this. First of all, a ship for bounty hunting. This means we'll be going at minimum between planets and maybe even chasing down bounties in space. Why would a speedy fighter be perfect for traveling between planets? It just wouldn't, but it'd actually be perfect for chasing someone, of course. He also said to start off, so that does basically infer that we'll be able to do bounty hunting as an early gig. Now maybe it is a way to get your feet off the ground to begin pursuing more ventures. Now what is key to remember is the prison system may not tie into what has already been added into the game with the bounty hunting feature, but What is key is that if it's not in the game as a standard, then the modders will very likely make it a thing. And look, Todd has said himself that this game will be perfect for modders. So with that said, I'm very keen to see how these systems do play out in general, and if they are tied into one another, or if it simply does get added as a mod. Now, someone posted on Reddit, which is the following: I saw a lot of posts about how big the new Atlantis is. I guess this is roughly the entirety of it. Now, I'm keen to know what you guys think on this, so let me know in the comment section below. It's also worth noting here that things said about this city are, and I quote, the biggest city, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests. So, with that being said, it has to feel bigger than Imperial City or Vivek City in terms of things to do, which, I mean, if you just take that into account, then I'm pretty happy with that. But most people did agree with what another person said, which was the following: if it's at least as big as the Imperial City, and we all know it's likely much bigger, it will prove to be a solid hub city for the game. Now, as I say, I'm very keen to know your thoughts on this, so let me know in the comment section below. But what is interesting is a Starfield dev has took to Twitter to tell fans to stop. What am I talking about? Well, go ahead and check out the video that you see on screen right now.